Hello, Yasaf here from Invanto Experts. Warm welcome to this expert video tip. Today I want to share with you a tip that will help you to build your brand using Invanto. How to create a language pack that fits naturally in the DNA and language of your business. Let's take a look at a real-life example from our own website. CodeTrack has a nice little feature that enables site owners to publish small units of content called lectures, just like the one you are watching right now. However, lectures are not a good fit in our brand, Invanto Experts. A better term would be an expert tip. Establishing a consistent language among all areas of your brand is very important to build authority and relationship with your target audience. Therefore, I would like to change the word lectures to expert tips. Let's see how to get it done. So the first step will be to log in to my Invanto admin dashboard. Then to log in at my user at the top right corner. And then I would click on Profile and Settings. Here under Profile and Settings, I have the configuration menu and I have the translations submenu. I will click on that. And then I need to select the platform to which I want to create a new translation. In this case, I am looking to create a new translation to CodeTrack, hence I will select schools. Now I will select the language that I would like to build my translation on. I want to load a base language, and from that base I would like to create a custom language in my business. So in this case I would like to use English as the base for this translation. And now I need to provide a name to the custom translation. So I will simply write Invanto Experts. Now you can also add CR to mention CodeTrack in the name of the translation. So later on, if you work with, for example, if you combine CodeTrack and Member Factory in your business, you will always know if you are working with the CodeTrack translation or Member Factory translation and so on. So I will add CodeTrack to the name of the translation. I will simply click Create to create the new language pack for my site. Now the next step is to customize the translation, the language pack I just created. In order to do that, I will click on the Load Translation menu, and here you can see all the translations that you've created so far. So I will simply click on Invanto Experts CR to load the new translation. Now I want to change the term lecture and lectures, and in order to do that, I will hit Control and F on my keyboard. So the search box will jump at the top of the screen. And here you can see that I've already typed the word lectures. You can also simply write in singular instead of in plural and write lecture, and you will find all the occurrences of lecture on the screen. So as you can see, I have total 36 appearances of the word lecture that I need to review. But the thing that is most important is that you don't really have to translate all the 36 appearances, because you can only translate the costume value. You cannot modify the title, you cannot modify the field name. All you can modify is the value that will appear at the front end of your site. So 36 appearances is relatively 12 that you will need to change depending on your specific needs. So let's click on the next button and we will find the first occurrence. And the first occurrence says lectures in plural. So I will simply replace the word lectures with expert tips, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, and then I have the word lecture in singular. So I can simply copy the string expert tips without the S at the end and to paste here the same term just in singular. And then I can click on the next button to continue look for the next appearance. And here the process is very similar. Instead of having the sentence say number of lectures, I would like the sentence to say number of expert tips. So I will simply select the word lectures, or lecture in this case, and I will replace with expert tip. Now I've kept the S, so there is nothing else for me to do at this point. And I will simply click on the next icon to look for the next term. Now keep in mind that the combination of previous lecture and next lecture usually come in a form of a course where you have a series of lectures one after the other. So in the context of a course, it makes sense to leave the term previous lecture and next lecture intact. This is why I will not change these two terms, and I will continue looking for the next terms. And again, where it says lectures, I will simply paste the text that I've previously copied, and I will make the available and popular lectures shown on the public site as expert tips, and I will continue to look for the next available strings. And this one is again a term that I would like to update, the related lectures or expert tips. This is again related to the search, so I will replace this one as well. And now we're back to the top. You can see here that I'm back to occurrence number 1, and also when I'm sorry, when you see the lectures in here, this string is already translated. So basically all that I need to do at this point is to save the new language pack. And now the next step, or the last step, will be to go to the school site and assign the new language pack to the school. So in order to do that, again, I will click on my name at the top right corner and then click on the app dashboard. And since this is a CodeTrack language pack, I will naturally access my CodeTrack application and enter the settings for the school I would like to manage to assign the language pack to. Then under the More menu and School Details, I will simply select the translation that I would like to assign to the school, Invanto Expert CodeTrack, and I will hit save. Now if I go to the front end of the site and I refresh the lectures page, you will see that the term lectures is now expert tips. And the same will go to all of the occurrences, all the places where it previously said lecture or lectures, except for within a course itself. Keep in mind one thing, however, you cannot change the URL at the top. The URL will still say lectures because this is a built-in part of the Invanto system. And that's it. This is how you create a language pack in Invanto. To learn more about building your brand with Invanto, visit i-e.link/brand building. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next expert tip.